teacher si Tumaob, your recent freshman student of Lady Normal University, San Isidro Campus, under Entrepreneur Behavior Management subject. Here is my video recitation presentation to the following tasks. Question number 1. How an entrepreneur works to the businessman. A person who brings his unique idea to run a startup company is known as entrepreneur. A businessman is a person who starts a business on an old concept or idea. A businessman makes his place in the market with his efforts and dedication, whereas an entrepreneur creates the market for his own business. Second question. Discuss the different attitude or behavior of a certain entrepreneur. First, passion. Entrepreneurs should be passionate about their ideas, goals, and of course, their companies. This passion is what drives them to do what they do. Other entrepreneurs feel passionately about the product they are constructing or the sense of accomplishment. They feel because they know they are helping other people, helping animals, or helping the planet. Whatever drives an individual to try to succeed is where his or her passion lies, and the passion is integral to entrepreneur life. Second, bravery. Entrepreneurs, like everyone else, feel fear. They are fearful that they won't succeed or fearful a well-conceived cannot be executed. However, let this fear or failure define them. They are brave. They learn from failure. They utilize their fear of failing to push themselves to work harder and to strive to correct the mistake that they may cause them to fail. Third, flexibility. Flexible entrepreneurs should be aware that they may have to modify the route toward their established goal, or even perhaps tweak that established goal in order to reach it successfully. Fourth, strong work ethic. It is not easy to start from the ground up and become a successful business owner. Many hours of hard work, frustration, creativity, and supervision are poured into new venture. Fifth, integrity. Entrepreneur must be able to show others they are truthful and honest. Regardless of the type of business they hope to establish, colleagues, vendors, customers, and investors must trust them. There is no way around this. Entrepreneur must be trusted and trust must be earned. What are the factors affect the culture of organization? First, gender, region, organization, strategy, industry, leadership, and employees. How organizations live longer. An organization strives to achieve their objective. They may live far beyond the tenure and even the life of their individual members, unless they are severely mismanaged or are forced to close down. When can you say that organization is a power tool for human beings? An organization is a power tool created by human beings. Whether this tool is applied for the accomplishment of tasks or for problem solving or for whatever purpose it is satisfying human need, it is possible to organize the required human effort in many ways. Why divisionalist structure are very important for organization. A divisional organization structure gives a larger business enterprise the ability to segregate large sections of the company's business into semi-autonomous groups. Give the different roles and function of the line and staffing of organization. Line staff organization in management approach in which authorities establish goals and directives that are then fulfilled by staff and other workers. A line staff organization structure attempts to render a large and complex enterprise more flexible without sacrificing managerial authority. How the key element works of organization. Key element for proper organizational structure. First, work specialization. To what degree are articles subdivided into separate jobs? Second, departmentalization. On what basis job will be grouped? Third, chain of command. To whom will be individuals and group report? Fourth, the span of control. Up to how many individuals can a manager efficiently direct? Fifth, centralization versus decentralization. Who will be the small maker of decisions? 6. Formalization. To what degree will there be rules and regulation to direct employees and managers? What are the employees' roles in organization? The employees are the true assets of an organization. They are the ones who contribute effectively toward the successful functioning of an organization. They strive hard to deliver their levels best and achieve the assigned target within the stipulated time frame. Why committee structural is important to organization? A committee or a task force is the most important form of a formal group appointed by the management to perform certain function or tasks. Committee and task forces have become more and more necessary and important as the organization grows larger and more complex. Explain the advantages and disadvantages of committee in the organization. Advantages of committees. First, pooling of opinions. The members bring in different background, values, viewpoints, and abilities. These wide-ranging abilities result in a greater knowledge base that result in better quality decision. Additionally, group deliberation generally ensure a true consideration of problem from all angles and alternative points of view before arriving at a decision. This would not be possible if the same problem was looked at by a single executive. Improve cooperation. The members of the committee usually get to know each other well and thus see each other's point of view with respect. They are willing to cooperate and coordinate, especially when they become aware of their role and how their decisions are going to affect the entire organization. Motivation. From a human standpoint, the biggest advantages of committees may be increased motivation and commitment derived from participation in the committee, deliberation, and indirectly important organization affairs. Also, when the committee consists of managers and subordinates, it gives the subordinates some degree of recognition and importance. Representation. Since the committee members may have different interests and opinions that may be opposed to each other, the process of committee deliberation gives a critical viewpoint and balanced outcome of this different representation. However, even though a committee should be highly representative of all interests, the capabilities of the members should not take precedence of the representation. Dispersion of power. While autocratic authority make decision-making and implementation faster and easier, it may be lead to misuse of power and wrong decision. However, by spreading authority and responsibility for all committee members, this problem can be eliminated. Executive training. The committees provide an excellent training ground for young executives. They also provide opportunities for personal development that individuals may not be able to get their own. Continuity. Most committees do not replace all of their members at some time so that some new members join to replace some old members while the other members remain and thus the continuity of operation is maintained. Communication. A committee can be an excellent forum for management and workers to have simultaneous communication and discuss matters of common interest in an atmosphere of goodwill and understanding and reach some mutually benefiting conclusions. Better changes of recommendation to be accepted. A committee recommendation is much more likely to be accepted than an individual recommendations. Disadvantages of committees. First, time and cost. The very structure of the committee is a costly affair in terms of money and time. The nature of the committee is such that everyone has an equal chance to speak out and take part in discussion, and this can be very time-consuming. Second, compromise. Usually, there is a tendency to present unanimous decision, and hence a majority viewpoint is taken a representative even when the minority viewpoint is valid. This may result in premature agreement and decision of mediocre quality. The minority may be unwilling to pursue their viewpoints for the fear that they will stand out and may be labeled as uncooperative. Third, Personal prejudice, sometimes winning an argument or getting back at somebody for personal reason may give the problem a secondary priority, thus diluting the strength of the decision. Fourth, Logrolling. This term is coined for wheeling and dealing with political interests and purposes. This political pressure may come from the top management that wants a particular point of view to dominate in the community discussions. Fifth, the strain on interpersonal relations. In committee meetings, there is a tendency that everybody wants to please everybody else. Otherwise, any displeasure within the committee can strain working relations outside the committee too. 6. Lack of effectiveness. Certain issues are better solved by individuals rather than committees. The committees are very useful in handling grievances and inter-department problems, but they are not effective in formulating such policies where individual initiative and creativity are involved.